Bello and Elrufai sponsoring End Bad Governance in Nigeria protest. A member of the All Progressive Congress APC presidential campaign cancelled for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Jesutega Onukwasa has said former governor of Kogi State Yahaya Bello and his Kaduna State counterpart Nasir Rufai would have calmed the violent demonstration in the northern part of the country if they are not being persecuted and inundated with substantiated charges. He said the former governors, in their characteristic manners, would have taken up the task of speaking up for President Bola Tinubu, calmed frayed nerves, and ensured that peace reigns in the region. Odobasa made this known in a video clip while lambasting appointees of President Tinubu who are from the north for failing to take any action in defending Tinubu's government and ensuring sanity among participants of the nationwide protest. According to the lawyer, many appointees of Tinubu, especially those from the north, do not really love him and neither do they support his government, adding that all they do is to paint Yahaya Bello and Nasir Rufai black by cooking up unfounded rumors that the former governors and the Minister of Defense, Bello Matawale, are sponsoring the nationwide protests and that they were behind the display of Russian flags by some northern protesters. Dismissing the allegation by an obedient identified as Jackson Uday that the former governors, conniving with the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawale, and the Chief Personal Security Officer to President Tinubu were behind calls for military coup by the protesters. Onoposa expressed disappointment that some idle appointees of Tinubu and the All Progressive Congress loyalists had been parroting the rumor even when they were supposed to be synergizing on how to restore normalcy in the country in the wake of the nationwide protest. The All Progressive Congress chieftain described Bello and Elrufai as true parties who contributed immensely to the emergence of President Tinubu, maintaining that if the duo were not encumbered with politically motivated issues, they would have risen to the violent demonstration in the north, restored calm, and assured them of the good intentions of President Tinubu. Calling on the All Progressive Congress supporters and appointees of the federal government to maintain caution over unfounded speculations and hearsays that might further divide the ruling party. Onopasa stressed that Bello, Elrufai, Matawale, and others mentioned that the alleged plot against Tinubu were known strong supporters of Tinubu who assiduously supported him to electoral victory and still work for his success. Those of you in a party listening to them say crap, saying our brothers Yahaya Bello and Nasir Rufai are planning against Asiwaju. The people that Jackson Uday mentioned, Yahaya Bello, Nasir Rufai, Bello Matawale, these are the people that were very close to former President Muhammadu Buhari. They were the three people that sued him, Buhari, over Naira scarcity and redesign that Emefiele did to make us lose election. They are the ones who sued Buhari in support of President Tinubu. They were critical to us winning election. Then an obedient mentioned them without no evidence. He said they are responsible for nationwide protests. Yahaya Bello of all people, Nasir Rufai. These idiots are trying to divide us, and some of us Baptists, some of us All Progressive Congress supporters, some of us in a Asiwaju government are so stupid, so idiotic so as to allow them to divide us. We are falling apart like this. How many of us are there? How many of us won this election? We won election not because we are spectacular. We won the election because God wanted Asiwaju to be president. We won the lowest margin since 1999. I'm a Catholic, and so it is clear to me that God made Asiwaju president despite all the odds, and these people, Bello, Elrufai, Matawale, they are mentioning were crucial in us winning the election, he said. Onokpasa warned against pulling down syndrome in the All Progressive Congress, lamenting that the party was gradually falling apart. He called on all joining parties and supporters of the All Progressive Congress to desist from persecuting and painting Yahaya Bello and Nasir Rufai bad, saying no amount of their evil ploys against the duo will take away their huge commitment in the presidency of Tinubu. So let us continue this nonsense of tearing ourselves apart. Let us continue this nonsense of falling apart miserably while the other side is gathering together and sponsoring mayhem, insurrection against us. Then, claiming that it is our brothers, whom idiots in this government through them say nonsense, emasculated and drove from our midst. Our dear brothers, Yahya Bello, Nasser Rufai. Nobody is perfect. I have fundamental differences with them, but they are our brothers. They stood with us when it mattered most. Who is perfect? Am I? No one is. Not even Asiwaju is perfect. Only our Lord Jesus Christ is perfect. Only God is perfect. They are brothers, so let us continue tearing ourselves apart. When we won presidency with less than 40% of the votes, can you imagine Russia? We are bigger than Russia. We have more population than Russia. Carrying Russian flags on our own soil, calling for military coup. That's Yahya and Nasser are in Niger. And Niger doing what? Where is the proof? There is something really wrong with us in this party. We are just falling apart. Now, so far, what I was saying, the northern dimension of this so-called nationwide protest, which is just an excuse for mayhem, if we had our members, Bello and Elrufai still with us, fully with us, free to do what every Nigerian citizen should do. If you had Yahya Bello, if you had Nasser Rufai, these are people like me that are not afraid of anything. They will speak their minds. They would have calmed down the north. They would have spoken up for Asiwaju, Onopasa, maintained. He knocked some appointees of President Tinubu who had been silent on the nationwide protest, especially in the north, saying, those we have in critical appointments in government, what have they been saying? Have you heard from them? I am asking you, my fellow all progressive Congress members. Now, they even got across to a notorious obedient like Jackson O'Day, an anti-Tinubu character like that. In the midst of these nationwide protests, when we should be synergizing and support our president, we are further tearing ourselves apart. Yahya Bello and Elrufai did not see anything to do. It is to be sharing flags. Shame on all of you, crazy people in this party. You are not Baptists. You are not progressives. You do not love Asiwaju. You do not love President Tinubu. God will remove you. God will separate all of you from our president. I urge you all, my genuine and authentic supporters of Bola Tinubu, not those who go to him to beg for money and look for contract and have been parasiting him for decades. Genuine people who contributed to making him president according to the will of God, because it is the will of God that made Asiwaju president. I want you all to forget all this nonsense. Let us come back together. Yahya Bello, Nasser Rufai, they are one of us. They are brothers. They have nothing to do with the nationwide protest, he emphasized. Sorry, sir, but they don't lace, you they lace your hair. You they lace the air where they breathe. They lace them with drugs. You sure? Marijuana no dia. Eh? You sure? Because if they sound like person where they listen, where they listen. Normal, like in they eat drugs like food. They come outside, they speak, they talk, say na God. I know they like make people they come, they join God inside nyama nyama smelling politics matter. Kai, the thing they piss me off. Which kind popo talk be this? Anyway, I no blame una sha. Na make na the leakers. And I go see black, color, and white. I am not surprised at all. I'm just disappointed. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.